getting consistent opportunities every month, then your industrial sales team probably sucks. In this video, I'm going to show you the 5 reasons why and how to fix it.
Okay.
Number one reason why your industrial sales team might suck is because you don't have a CRM system that you're properly utilizing. You may have one in place like a lot of industrial manufacturing companies that we deal with, but it's not being utilized. Salespeople do not like using them because they're like, why do I have to put all this information in? I already have it in my note. You have to have a centralized system. So you as sales managers, you as owners have to force your sales team to update contacts, update deals, put all the information in the CRM system because there is no possible way that they can stay organized. Does not matter if they're using Google Sheets, spreadsheets, notebooks, Word docs, calendars, etc. Having it all centralized in a CRM system is the best way to do it. If that salesperson is out of town, leaves, quits, dies someday,
You serious?
and you have all the information in the CRM system, all their notes are there so you can pick the ball up and run with it and not lose traction on those deals. It is the hardest thing to get a salesperson to use because they have had bad experience over the last 15 years with everybody saying, use Salesforce, use this, use that. The best system out there, the most simplistic system is going to be HubSpot because it ties everything together, sales and marketing in one, so they can have their contacts, see what type of activity is going on in marketing, and they can look to view what is marketing doing to help them out with sales. But you have to have everything centralized. How could they possibly plan their day? Who are they going after? What's the next steps? What's the last activity on this person? If you don't have a system like a HubSpot or a Salesforce to organize everything together. Plus, from a metrics and KPI standpoint, how can you possibly as a manager or an owner hold people accountable if you're not tracking their performance? How many meetings are you supposed to be having a week? How many people are you supposed to be reaching out to? How many calls are you supposed to make? How many opportunities are supposed to be in your pipeline? How many deals are you supposed to close every single month? All of that information should be housed in a CRM system with simple dashboards so you can meet with your sales team on a weekly basis, check their performance, track their deals or records, see if they're going in the right direction. If they're not, then you can tell them that we need to focus on this area or that area to get their metrics where they should be. But you can't do that without CRM systems. So for once and all, just say we have to use the system, shove it down their throats. If they don't like it, kick them out the door, bring somebody in that's willing to put in the work with keeping the CRM system up to date, because that's how you're going to check their performance and that's how you're going to track your deals. Number 2, they're not hunting. So many industrial and manufacturing salespeople are just not out there really hunting. They're sitting here with their hands underneath them saying, I'm just waiting for deals to come in. I don't have any website deals, no opportunities come in. That is marketing's job to bring inbound leads to you. You in sales, your job is to go hunt for new business, and as leads come to you, beat them to death until they either close win or close loss and master the follow-up. If your team is not hunting, then that is a massive problem. You brought them in to bring you more business. You can use an internal salesperson to handle all inbound traffic. You don't need somebody on the outside going out there and hunting for that. But most industrial and manufacturing companies have an outside sales force that's going and traveling and visiting, but every single day when you look at their performance, they're just not doing it. You have to set goals in place to say, I want you to focus on 10 or 20 accounts this week. Let's say 10 target accounts every single week. I want you hunting after these people, connecting with them on LinkedIn, sending them messages, giving them calls, emails, etc., visiting them if they're local to you. And then you use that to track it in the CRM system. How many calls do they make? Hold them accountable to it. How many accounts do they go after? Emails sent, cold visits had, meetings scheduled, deals quoted, deals follow up with. All of that should be tracked. You can't start with somebody that lacks motivation. You have to have somebody in your team that's willing to put in the work to get the results and get the performance and earn that commission. The way to do that is force them to hunt. Deals come in, great, but if you've got a lot of traffic coming in and a lot of opportunities coming in, you can say, I want 60% of your deals to be inbound. The 40%, you have to go and hunt for them. But there's no way to possibly hold them accountable if you don't have goals for them on a weekly basis, that you're checking on a weekly basis, having a meeting with them weekly, bi-weekly, monthly to say, you're not going in the right direction. These numbers aren't up to snuff. This isn't where I want it to be. So make a change of course or get rid of them altogether. But they have to be hunters. We're not looking for farmers here. Farmers are meant inside, account management, project engineers, etc. Inside sales, customer service, those are the farmers. The outside sales reps, business development managers, business development reps, specialists, etc. The sales managers, they should be going out hunting for new business every single day. Hold them to a high standard, hold them accountable. Number 3, they are weak with the follow-up. What do I mean by weak with the follow-up? They only follow up 1 or 2 times. They're like, that person's not interested, obviously. Trade shows are the perfect example of this. You go to a trade show, you get 50 leads. You reach out to those leads after the trade show, they don't respond back. What most industrial people are be like, If they were interested, they would have reached out to me. No, that is wrong. You need to hunt. Go back to bullet point number 2 and go back to bullet point number 1. You have to have a system to organize it. You have to have people that are willing to hunt. The follow-up is part of that. That is where the money is made. Anybody can have a conversation, discovery call, quote something. The money in sales is made on the follow-up because they have other things. The people that you're quoting have other things to do. The people that you talk to at a trade show have other things going on. You can't think that you're the only thing that's sending them an email in their inbox saying, hey, remember that conversation that we had? Can we do business on this? Can I help you solve that problem? They're talking to so many different people besides internal communication. So you have to think, I need to follow up at least 5 to 7, 8 times before I expect, hey, maybe this isn't a fit. But the key is in mastering the follow-up, when it's not weak is when you're changing up your methods. You can't just email every single time. You can't just use the phone. You have to change up the methods. You need to connect with them on LinkedIn, message them on LinkedIn, send them emails, give them phone calls, stop in for personal visits if you need to, send them something in the mail if you're really aggressive after it. If all of that doesn't work, go find a different contact at that company. If you're going after purchasing and buyers, go find other buyers. If you're going after an engineering manager, go find people that are below them. You have to hit the entire ecosystem. It's like the circle of influence. If the influencer is in the middle, the circle around them are all the people that could possibly influence that person's decision. Different departments, people within the same department, lower level, higher level, all areas, you have to go after all of them. So just because you get a roadblock here where this person isn't talking to you does not mean that that company doesn't want to do business with you. It just means that that person doesn't have enough of a priority on what you guys talked about or what you're offering to respond to your message, whether it is on social, phone call, or email. It's not a big enough priority for them, or maybe they just didn't even see your message. So go after other people. Say, hey, I was talking to Bill and he mentioned this. I was wondering if the 3 of us can jump on a call. Or are you having an issue too with it? Or when's the last time that you talked to Bill? Because I reached out to him last couple of weeks. I haven't heard back. You have to tackle all the different areas. Like I said, the money is in the follow-up. And if you don't have a strong follow-up plan, if you're not using marketing automation, if you're not continuing to go after people until you're blue in the face, either one person's going to give up and quit. So it's either going to be a no deal from either you giving up or them saying no. So until they say no, you need to continue hunting and following up with them. Number 4, no LinkedIn activity. You haven't been growing your network on LinkedIn. You've got a connection network of less than 500 people, maybe less than 200 people. You need to be boosting that up every single week. Every single week, LinkedIn allows 100 to 150 connection requests being sent out. You need to send those connection requests out to every single week to use it or lose it. It's not a rollover minutes type thing with Sprint. So if you don't use those connection requests, you're not going to be able to build your network fast enough. You want to get into the multiple thousands of connections that are influencers or decision makers at companies that you can help with your product or your service. Send those connection requests out. That's step 1. Step 2 is going to be you need to then connect with them, engage with them, comment on their posts, like their posts. Do not go and try and sell them right away. You want to try and ease into it. So provide them with value first. But build your network. If you had 5,000 people that are in your network that are working at companies that you could help in some way, that would be a good situation to have. So that way when you are taking activity on LinkedIn, posting, sharing posts from your company page, doing a video in your car, talking about something while you were traveling, etc., they have a higher likelihood to see it, which will result in opportunities. So if you're not using LinkedIn, then that is going to massively impact your ability to build out your pipeline quickly. So use LinkedIn as much as possible every single day for at least 60 minutes. Last but not least, reason why your industrial sales sucks is you're talking too much. Just like I've done in this video, I've talked way too much. I'm trying to get to the point quickly and provide you with enough information. But when you guys talk to prospects, you go in there and you show up and throw up. You need to sit back and ask questions. You're offering a solution, not a spec sheet. You're there to solve their problem. You can't possibly solve their problem if you don't ask questions to first determine their problem. So go into every single conversation, asking questions, getting them to talk 60, 70, 80% of the time. You talk 20 to 30% of the time, validating what they said, offering up your solution, and providing them with pricing, etc. on what it is that you do. Stop talking, focus on asking questions, pull all the information out. It'll make them feel heard. It'll make them feel important. Then you have the information to fully provide them with a custom solution or a solution to their problem. Even if it's, oh yeah, you need our package A, B, and C, or you need this type of product to solve that problem. If you don't ask those questions, you're not going to possibly know. So stop talking as much, listen more, and you will guarantee to get more deals. So those are 5 of many reasons why your industrial sales team sucks. If you guys got value out of it and want to learn more about it, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, follow me on LinkedIn. And if you guys want me to come in and audit your sales team, go to mfgtribe.com, book a discovery call with us, and we can look at what you guys are doing right and wrong and develop a custom strategy to help you guys win. We'll see you on the next one.